Hey folks, SoloGamer here, and we're going to be playing another game of Eldritch Horror, and this will be our fourth game, and so we are playing the fourth and final boss. And this boss is going to be Shub Niggurath. I've already did the Mythos deck the way it's supposed to go, and for an additional setup on her, or him, you have to set aside 2 ghoul monsters, 2 goat spawn monsters, and 1 dark young monster. Okay, and then of course, you know, we have this special thing, whenever the activity, I think, thing icon or whatever comes up, says spawn 1 monster on a random space. Then if there are 10 or more monsters on the game board, advance the doom by 2. And the first mystery for this one is Hunting the Thousand, and this is when a non-epic monster is defeated, the active investigator may spend 2 clue tokens to place that monster on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if the total toughness of all monsters on this card is equal or greater than twice, the investigator solved the mystery. So we got to beat 6 monsters and spend a whole bunch of clue tokens, which we don't have on board right now as of this time. And I've already did our first thing here. I put a monster in the gate over there in San Francisco. And, you know, we have the expedition in the heart of Africa, and we have 1 clue token on the board already. So let's look at our heroes. We have Diana Stanley, and she starts over here in the space number 7. And those are her stats. And she starts with a Wither spell and arcane manuscripts. And then she has a special action. If there's a cultist monster on your space, discard all monsters on your space, or move the cultist monster to any other space. And then reduce the horror of monsters you encounter to 1. Alright, then we have Leo Anderson. He starts in Buenos Aires. And he has this thing where he can test his influence. If you pass, gain 1 ally asset of your choice from the reserve or the discard pile. If you're on a wilderness space, investigators on your space roll 1 additional die when resolving tests, so that's pretty good. And he comes with his hired muscle. And then we have Jim Culver, the musician. He came with a clue token and a shriveling spell. And he has his head action is each investigator on your space recovers 1 sanity. Investigators on your space roll 1 additional die when resolving tests during combat encounters. Okay, so that's where we're at. The Doom track starts at 13 for Shub Niggurath. So I guess we're ready to go. See here. I think it's 3 health. That's not quite good enough. Okay, so we're gonna have to. We'll start with Diana. And let's see. Well, let's see. Her influence is 4, so we're gonna do an asset test here because her influence is 4, and let's see if she gets anything. Knock that off. Well, she got 1 success, and there is no 1 on there. Yeesh. She took care to take a bank loan to get 2 assets. Okay, and you know what? We'll take a bank loan. And we will get the Silver Twilight Lodge ritual. And it says, when you gain this card, immediately treat Doom by 1, and then discard this card. So we move the Doom all the way up back to 14, and she will get a bank loan. Which, I guess it'll be alright. Okay, so now she has her deck condition. And she will move 1. And let's see where to move her. She could move to San Francisco and try to fight that vampire. Resolving combat encounter, you may test if you pass, gain +3 strength during that combat encounter. Okay, she's going to try to do that. She's going to go here and fight the vampire. Alright, and first thing she's going to do is, that'll be her movement phase. Let's do Leo's movement. Okay. Let's see here. He has an influence of 2. Yeah. Let's put a new asset on there, see what we got. And dynamite. He has an asset of 2. He's not very good. He's gonna do an influence test anyways. Oh, and he got it too. Alright. He can take the 45 automatic, which is what he's going to do. Alright, we'll put another asset up there. Okay, and he will move 1 space. And where should we move him? We'll move him here to the C. Then we have Jim Culver. He has an influence of 3, so he's going to try to make an influence test. And he got 2 successes as well, which is very good. And that means he can get the personal assistant or he can get the axe, and he will take the axe. Okay. And then we will take him, and he will move here as well, in case she's not able to beat that vampire. Okay, so... okay, she's going to try to beat the vampire. She has this wither spell. Okay, so she's going to test her lore, which is 4. Okay, so let's see. She actually has +1, so she gets to roll 5 dice. And she got 3 successes, so she gets to flip the card. The magic ripples and surges through the target once more. You may re-roll 1 die when resolving the strength test. Alright, so she gets to re-roll 1 die, so she has a strength of 6 on that. But first she has to do her horror check. Okay, and there's no modifiers on that one, which is good. So her will, it is crap though, it is 1. Yeesh. And she didn't make it, so she's got to lose 1 sanity, but that's okay. And now she will roll 6 dice. Alright, we got 2 successes, and she can re-roll 1 die because of that thing. Ah, it's crud, dang. Okay, so she hurt the monster twice. She won't take any damage, but she did hurt it, so it has 2 wounds. So we'll put 2 wounds here by the vampire just to let us know. Now Jim can maybe finish this thing off. Okay, that's the end of her turn. Alright, Leo's turn, and he's in a C space, so we will take a card here, and this is a C. It says, the captain tells you that you are passing over the side of a famous shipwreck. You can use a ship's deep sea diving equipment to explore the wreckage. You may become delayed to gain 1 artifact. Okay, he's going to become delayed to gain 1 artifact. And let's hope that this artifact is a good one. It's worth being delayed, and he gets the Flute of the Outer Gods. Okay, that's not a bad artifact. Okay, and now it's Jim's turn, and Jim has the axe. So he gains +2 during his combat. His combat is 2, so he gets 4, but he first, of course, he has to make his horror check. Now his will is 3. He gets no successes, so he does have to lose 1 sanity as well. But now he gets his 4, and all he needs is 1 success, and he can kill this thing. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Well, hold on. He has a shriveling spell. Well, I already rolled. Too late. Okay, so that was terrible. I rolled the dice and it was just god-awful on that turn. Jesus. Okay. Alright, so now we'll pass the first player token along to Leo. And we will draw our first Mythos card. Let's see what we get here. We have the movement. So we move that. We have the action here. And the only one that has an action like that is, of course, Shub, Niggurath, and Diana. So we'll do Shub, Niggurath first. And it says, spawn 1 monster on a random space. Then if there are 10 or more monsters on the game board, advance doom by 2. Okay, so we will do a random space. We will spawn a monster on a random space. And of course we will pick the clue token to figure out, and this is a witch, where this thing goes, and this thing goes to space number 9, which is way up here. Okay. Alright. Okay, we did that. Now we got to do her debt. Some men have come to collect the debt. The man wears a hat and brown trench coat. We do not want money, he hisses and grabs your throat. You feel as if your part of your identity is being stolen from you. Do a will check. Well, her will is awful, so I'm not expecting to pass it. Oh, she does pass it. Okay, if you fail, lose 3 sanity, then discard this card. Well, she passed, so that is very good. And okay, so now it is we did that. We did the active. We have to spawn a new gate. We spawned one in Tokyo. So let's put a monster up on the board. we have a cultist. Alright, we have a cultist. So this special thing is when the cultist is, you can replace the cultist with one of these ghouls, or actually with one goat spawn or one dark young. So we have to look out for that next turn as well. And then we have this event. Each investigator loses 3 health unless he becomes delayed. Well, Leo's already delayed, so that's not going to bother him. Jim is going to lose 3 health, and Diana has got to lose 3 health. Which is, I'm not very happy with that, but okay. Alright, so it's our hero's turn, and it's Leo, and he's delayed. We'll just stand him back up. Jim, he's going to heal 1 sanity and 1 stamina. And she will heal 1 sanity and 1 stamina. Well, let's do Jim first. He already did that. Alright, so then he can he's got another action he can do. Alright, so let's see what he's going to do. His influence is 3. Okay, let him see if he can get anything. Alright, he got 1. So, no, he's short. Dang. I could take a bank loan out to get this lodge researcher, which is, you know what? He's going to do that. He's going to gain a debt condition and do that. Okay, and now Diana, she went ahead and healed 1, and her influence, let's see, he's pulling another asset out here. She's going to prepare for travel. She's going to get a train ticket. Okay, so Leo can't go. Jim Culver goes, and he will attack, and he will do the shriveling spell. Alright. God damn, he failed that. Okay, well, he can't do anything else for there. Okay, now it's Diana, and she will go. And she has this, and she will try to do the arcane manuscripts. And of course, her lore is 4. Plus she has 1, so she can roll 5. Okay, so she passed it barely, and now she can roll for combat, and she gets 6 on the combat. Okay, she did 1 damage to it, which does end up killing it, but she's going to take 1 damage as well. So she killed the vampire, and we put that back in there, and now she will try to explore this gate. So let's see. Okay. The Dreamlands. You are strictly admonished that in the city of Ulthar, no man may kill a cat. As a result, you see the city is filled with cats. If you know the language, you can communicate with these highly intelligent creatures. Make a lore check. Okay. She has a lore 4. Alright, she passes. The cats are pleased to chat and share useful secrets. Gain 2 clues. Okay. So we finally have that. When the topic of food is brought up, dozens of cats take an interest. A crowd of hungry felines surround you. Become delayed unless you spend 1 health. If you spend the health, you feed the cats and your rations go hungry yourself. Closest gate. Okay, she'll do that. She's down to 2 health though. But she will close the gate. So the gate is closed. Okay. She gained 2 clues. Okay. And that was her turn. Okay. So we now move the first player token to Jim. And let's see what we get. The next Mythos card we got to move the gate. Goes to circle. So we're still good on that. Now we have these actions. And let's take the witch action first. And this is each investigator who has a cursed condition loses 1 health. Well, we won't have to worry about that. Okay, now we will spawn we take this cultist off the board. And we will put a goat spawn there. Okay. And then we spawn 1 monster in a random space. And we spawn a monster at space number 7, and this is a star spawn. So the monster will go right here. Okay, and then we have the debt condition here for Jim, and this is what it is. It says, someone was asking about you, says a fellow traveler. They said you owe quite a bit of money. Naturally, I said that I don't know anything, but you may want to find your way to a new town soon. You attempt to hide from the police. He has an observation of 2. Okay, he passes. If you fail, okay, then discard the card. Well, he passed, so he goes okay. Alright, then we gotta spawn a new gate, and we will spawn one at Istanbul. Let's spawn another monster. And we have a Chthonian. Okay, we spawn another monster, and we have an event. Each investigator loses 2 sanity and gains a madness condition unless he spins 1 clue. Damn. Alright, so he'll spin a clue. She'll spin a clue. Leo does not have any clues to spin, so he has to lose 2 sanity. And he gains a madness condition.